Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Destructive News Network, DNN News, no matter how destructive. And I wanted to take a look at this story from a few days ago where a food vendor, brown person, Mexican descent, doing business, selling food, engaging the community, being a part of a community and raising money for herself, her family, and operating a business is attacked by, you guessed it, a weave head, a hair-hatted hooligan, a beastie, whatever you want to call them. I call this one a beastie Rhino. Just violent. That's just the first thing, is just violence. Let's take a look at the story.
A street vendor in South LA's Harvard Park neighborhood is physically.
Look at that. Why? Why is this happening? Why is she mashing? Mushing is what we call it. This lady.
Assaulted by a crazy.
And then tearing her entire setup to the ground.
Woman upset
Spitting
that her
on her
burrito
food.
order was taking too long.
Wow.
The vendor says the woman became enraged when she was told that she would have to wait.
You gotta wait. All you gotta do is wait. You remember the story from Bell Fries in New York City, the viral video that, of course, YouTube is throttling for me. Please hit that like, hit that share, get the channel out there so that we can defeat YouTube's algorithms.
Carlos Saucedo live in downtown LA with more on the attack and the growing number of vendors becoming targets of violence. Carlos.
Oh, this isn't, they're telling you right here on the news, right now, right there, they're telling you. There's an uptick in this stuff, in this behavior against vendors.
Evening, we've learned that the suspect seen in that video has been arrested. The victim identifying her to police.
I guarantee you, she's out right now. 3 days. This was 3 days ago. She is out. Probably won't be charged with anything.
Now, tonight I spoke with the victim who tells me she is still traumatized over the attack.
Absolutely.
Hey.
And all the people are just standing around looking. They don't want to get involved with that. They don't want to face off with the beastie Rhino.
A vicious attack against a taco stand worker Saturday afternoon on Normandy and Slauson Avenues in
Slauson, the Nipsey Hussle Award.
South LA, caught on camera.
Pero sí les digo que siento así como que trajera aquí como el nervio.
Berta Zuniga of East LA was on the receiving end of the physical assault. She tells me in Spanish that the woman was berating workers for not making her burrito fast enough. She then began tossing out
Dumping
items,
out their food,
even spitting on food.
Just destroying their entire business.
Y nos empezó a tirar todo y a aventar todo.
A ese momento, ¿usted qué pensaba?
Pues no sabía qué hacer.
Berta says she didn't know what to do after the suspect began chasing after her.
Run.
The video doesn't show, but she chased her for about 10 minutes around the car. She kept trying to run away from her. From South LA, I'm here at South.
Jimmy Suarez is an LA foodie influencer standing up for those often left voiceless.
Street vendors are vulnerable. They're out on the streets. They got no protection. There's nobody there to
The
watch
police
over
ain't gonna
them.
help them.
Most of their transactions are cash, so they're easy targets for a lot of these hoodlums out there.
Berta has been working at South Taco Stand for 8 years.
Dang.
This is not the first time the stand has been targeted. After the attack, she is finding the courage to speak out.
Uno no pensó que fuera a pasar todo esto.
Emocionada.
Emocionada, nerviosa.
She gets emotional describing the amount of support she is receiving. The woman left, destroying much of the taco stand.
It's crazy.
But the community has rallied behind Berta and other street vendors. Tonight, the suspect again is under arrest. She has been identified as India Durson, and she's being
Of course, her name's India.
charged with robbery. Her bail set at $60,000.
$60,000. I guarantee you that gets reduced to nothing.
Dad, what?
And then all of a sudden her family's gonna pop out and bail her out. Just robbery. How about assault, destruction of property, and a hate crime? Sounds good to me. Everything's a hate crime nowadays. Yeah, unless it, if it's a hate crime, it's a hate crime. It's Black Lives Matter times. Black Lives Matter and the La Raza, La Michi are all groups conceived, controlled, and founded by white people in case they have minorities as a face and claim to be founders publicly. But examine the actions of the groups that gets involved in. Okay, this guy's going on a rant. She hates paying and waiting. I know. Good to see the cops caught that animal. Those kind of animals are just continue to, yeah, they caught him, but she's going to get released. Black privilege. Burn, loot, murder at its finest. Lincoln made a mistake in setting him free. Oh, man. Yeah, she's released with no charges. Yep, that's Gascon. That DA, he ain't charging her. They're gonna arrest her to get out the story. Oh, she's been caught. She's been arrested. Justice is served. She's never gonna see a courtroom. The $60,000 bail thing is gonna get reduced as soon as the story dies down, and she'll be right back out on the street again. Charged with robbery. What about assault? Damaging property. It don't matter what they charge her with. It's all getting dropped anyways. They will just let her out anyway. She has certainly been in trouble before to be such a confident criminal. Exactly. It's LA, bro. It's a joke over here. And battery for spitting on food. Those are the charges the PD arrested her for, probably before the video was released. The DA might charge her with more. No, he's not. I promise you that DA is not charging her with anything. She's going to get released. Oh, man. Nothing will be done. The law is broken. Yes. They don't charge black people, especially black women, in that county, in LA County. It's not going to happen. They did that. They did that for the news so that they could report that she was arrested. She was charged with a weak charge, and her bail is set at $60,000. That was 3 days ago. I promise you. Monday, she's going to get a preliminary hearing. The bail is probably going to get reduced to nothing. And she's going to be released. It's going to be a signature bond. She's going to sign it. She's not going to have to pay $1. And then she's going to walk free. If she has an address, they might make her take a class or two. But that's it. That's how it works. If you're a criminal, you get a free pass. If you are a business person, you don't. You get assaulted. And then you can't defend yourself. And if you do, then you'll be charged with assault, and they won't signature bond you. They'll walk you through the justice system and destroy your life. But the woman that attacked her, she won't see a courtroom. It's not going to happen. I'm fully confident in that. Get in the comments section. Let me know how you think and feel about this story. Hit that like, hit that share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.